This is a message mainly aimed at martial artists and people running martial arts academies, but it applies to all of us, to anybody in business pretty much. And I'm not a martial artist, but I do work with and alongside a number of them. I know what great guys and great gals they are, what a great bunch, and the great value that they add. So some of the principles I've learned just by working with them is that, what's the best form of defense when you're being attacked? Well, the best form of defense is not to be there. Just don't be in that situation. Avoid the situation. This coronavirus and the response to it that we're having to make now in terms of the shutdowns and the travel and everything else that's going on, we didn't pick this fight. It came to us. It came to you. We didn't have a choice about it. We can't not be there. We're here. We've got to stand up and fight for ourselves. And you guys know these sort of principles. And all of us in business, entrepreneurs, know these principles. Now, first thing you do when you're attacked, what do? Well, you defend yourself. You protect yourself. That's what we've got to do. We're being attacked. This is an unusual situation. It's unfortunate. It's not pretty. It's not pleasant. But we've got to stand up and defend ourselves. We've got to use reasonable force or equitable force. Not just stand back and watch and tickle it. This is not going to go away. We've got to do something dramatic to fight this thing. We've got to take all reasonable precautions. We've got to stand up and bring it on to a certain extent. This is not a grading we're going through. This is a street fight. This is a fight for survival. So we've got to do things a bit different, and we've got to really put some more energy and speed and passion and force into it as well. Over here in France, our President Macron, yesterday he said this is a state of war with the virus, and over here we have to have a form fill. We have to fill a form in, and if we leave the house, we've got to carry a form explaining what we're doing, where we're going, coming from, and where we're going to. Even if we're just walking the dog, so we're not allowed to leave the house. It's on a war footing, and these are the sort of things that we've got to be able to do. Take the tough decisions to get rid of this virus thing, and also sustain and survive through it. So what do you do when it's a war footing? Well, you don't quit, you don't give in, you fight, you get up, you use all the resources available to you, and you fight for it. You guys are fighters. I know you are. It scares me to death half the time. But this is what you do. You can do this. You know how to fight and defend, and you can do it on the mats. You can do it in the academy and in the dojo. You can do it on the streets. You can do it with your business as well. And there's some key things that you have to be able to do to be able to fight this thing. What are the strategies you can use? First thing you can do is reassure your students. Let them know what's going to happen, what you're going to do about it, how you're going to guide them through it, and how you're going to adapt their training to suit these unusual situations. Next thing, you can take your training online through video, through online webinars, through live feeds, through conversations. Yeah, you've got to adapt your lesson plans to suit the online world, but do that. Change the product, change the program so that you can deliver a product over a camera, or your instructors can, that is useful, engaging and fun and educational for all your students, from the kids through to the adults and the black belts as well. So adapt and change, innovate the product so that you can take it online. Schedule the calls, schedule the events as you would with any business within the academy. Same thing applies. If you can't do it in your academy, do it in your front room. It's absolutely fine. They can do it in their front room as well. If your academy has to shut, close, whatever it is, you can still do this. Do it outside if you have to, but do it in a way that can be delivered online. Keep communicating. Update your clients and your students regularly, daily. Do videos, do calls, do images and pictures. Let them know what's going on. Don't let them think you're shutting down. Don't let them think you're closing. Don't let them think it's okay to stop training for this period. Maybe you can give them some credits to a grading in the future. Maybe you can give them a credit to some products from your pro shop. Maybe you can flex it a little bit. Maybe you can adapt and change, but enable them to participate with you. Keep the program running. The fact they may not be in the academy with you doesn't matter. And what can happen, of course, is when it all comes back on again in hopefully a couple of weeks' time or whatever it takes, you'll have an online product, video-based product, and a real product for the academy as well. You're going to have two. That's a great place to be for your business as well. So really, make it fun for everybody as well, but keep fighting. We can all do this. All our businesses are being threatened by the situation around this virus. It's pretty tough out there, but we've got to fight for it. Entrepreneurs fight for things. It's why we do what we do. If we weren't fighters, we wouldn't be entrepreneurs. We'd be doing something else. So this coronavirus is nothing different, but we've got to be prepared to fight for it. And your defense is tactics and strategy and innovation and creativity. I know the guys at Nest are doing a great job in guiding some principles and ideas through. Engage with them, look at what they're up to, look at the MyMA system, look at all the innovations coming out. If I can help with anything, drop me a note, jump on a call, give me a shout. If I can help and guide or give some principles and ideas to help you guys, then just let me know. And you know what? Together, you're going to get through this. We're going to be okay. I've got enough grey hairs. I've seen enough crises in my time. I've probably caused a few as well. But I've seen it before. Not at this level, I have to say, but from 9/11 through to oil crises, to miners' strikes, to all sorts of things, shocks to the system. We're going to get through it. It's going to be fine. And I have a client in Japan who's nothing to do with martial arts. And Japan are now coming out of it. China's now coming out of it. We lag, we're behind them. That's all it is. If we take these appropriate precautions, we're going to come out of it as well. It won't take that long. So don't worry, keep fighting, dig in, use the strategies, call the guys at Nest, use me as a resource if you need me to, and together we'll get through it. So take care, be safe, reach out, have fun, and I look forward to your updates. Take care for now.